Hello, Black Hat Cougars, Mrs. Sutliff here, and today you are starting your pumpkin project. I'll show you a picture of what it'll look like when you're done. You will be getting a bag from me. All right, so the first thing we need to do is make the orange of the pumpkin with the tissue paper. We are going to be using scissors and glue, and you'll also need a pencil today, okay? So use your scissors, keep your tissue paper folded. It's folded up right now when you take it out of your bag. Cut strips. You should be able to make about 4 strips, and then cut each of those. All right, so that's your first step. So please pause your video right now and cut your orange tissue paper into squares. All right, next thing we're going to do is make the face for our pumpkin on the black paper. Instead of giving you a pattern to cut out, I want you to draw your own pumpkin face. So you can draw the mouth however you want, and you can give triangle eyes or circle eyes to your pumpkin, or square eyes, or whatever shape you want really for your eyes and your nose. I do recommend that you do the mouth first. I suggest the mouth first just so that you don't run out of room on your paper and then not be able to make the mouth the size you want. So hold your paper so that it is a tall rectangle. I don't want short, fat rectangles. I want tall, skinny rectangles, okay? And then draw your face. I'm gonna do the mouth first. Okay, this is a pretty simple mouth. You can add some detail to it if you want by making little jagged teeth. You can do a tooth on the bottom and a tooth on the top, something like that. Okay, keep in mind that the simpler your drawing is, the easier it will be to cut it out. Okay, be creative with this. Go ahead and pause your video and draw the face. Before you pause, I recommend that you try and make it pretty big so that it looks really nice on your pumpkin, but not like too big, okay? So if you see what I have here, I made my mouth about as wide as the paper, and then I made a good sized nose and good sized eyes, okay? It's up to you what it looks like, so be creative. Pause and draw your face. Your next step is with the paper plate and your tissue paper. You are going to put small sections of glue on your paper plate and then press the tissue paper down onto your glue. Now make sure that you put your paper plate down so that it almost looks like it's face down, like this. Okay, I want this to be the outside of your pumpkin. So I'm just going to put some glue, just a little. Do you see how much I put on there? And I'm going to put down some tissue paper. Okay, I'm gonna continue. Okay, I'm trying to get them right next to each other, okay? Go ahead and pause your video and get as far as you can, covering your paper plate with the squares of orange paper. Please, please, please do not cover the whole thing with glue. Do little sections at a time, okay? One tissue paper piece at a time. That way, if you suddenly have to stop because we run out of time, you won't have a paper plate sticking to the inside of your bag when you have to put it away and start next time, okay? So only glue the little section that you're about to stick the paper onto, okay? My paper plate is covered in orange tissue paper. I am ready for the next step. Take out your stem. This is the stem of your pumpkin. Put a little glue on the bottom of it. Just put it right down there and stick it to the top of your plate. Okay, like that. Now you take out your green paper. We are going to make leaves out of the green paper. You can use your pencil again and draw the leaves, or you can just cut out shapes that look sort of like a leaf. So if you don't know, leaves kind of look like this, but you can draw the leaf however you want it to look. And I decided to only have one leaf, but you can have as many as you want. So draw and cut out your leaf. So a fun tip for cutting and gluing out things like this, you can see my pencil where I was cutting. So if you turn it over before you glue it down, then you won't be able to see that pencil because I didn't quite cut along my line very well, okay? So I'm going to put some glue on this, just on the part of the leaf that will be touching the pumpkin. I don't want to cover the whole thing with glue because, as you can see, part of it is up above the plate and not touching the plate. Okay, so I'm almost done. I am going to cut out my face. My face. Again, I'm going to look for the side that I can see the pencil marks, and that's the side that I want face down. So I have my face on my pumpkin. So this is what your finished pumpkin looks like. I decided that I don't like the white going around the edge of my pumpkin, so I'm going to cut it off. Much better. All right, now this is my finished pumpkin.